everyone, I'm Allie with PotomacBeads.
I'm Hudson.
This is Hudson with PotomacBeads, and today's Better Beader episode, we're going to show you how to teach a younger generation to actually make jewelry and get them into the craft. Hudson also thinks it's really cool that he has on a green shirt with a green screen. So let's see, where did you go, Hudson? What did you want to do quick? Oh, magic. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do when teaching somebody that's younger or somebody new how to bead is keep the supplies really, really simple. So Hudson, what are we making?
A bracelet.
And who are we making the bracelet
Allie.
for? For Miss Allie. For Miss Allie, our babysitter. So what Hudson did was he picked a color of beads that he really liked, and these are blue candy jade faceted ovals. And then we picked next what? Something sparkly? Some blue what?
Blue.
Yep, try it. Swarovski.
Swarovski round. Capri.
Blue.
Blue.
Yep, so we picked some Capri Blue 6mm round Swarovski to go with it that he liked. And then we finished out the materials with a silver bead. And you liked these large hole spacer tubes, right? Mm-hmm. So we kept it really simple that we have one bead, we have a crystal as an accent, and then we have a metal bead to go in between it. To personalize it a little bit, we also grabbed 2 charms. And why did we grab 2 charms?
So
why did we grab what we grabbed? We grabbed a baby bottle and a baby mug. Why?
Because Allie watches us.
And what else does she have in her belly?
A baby.
So we decided to personalize it with something fun that actually would be just a little addition but isn't too much to kind of handle at the start. And then also Hudson picked his toggle clasp. I have 2 crimp tubes here, which I am going to let him hold and use the pliers because people are much more efficient and better at things than you think they are. We have some wildfire stringing wire here, and Hudson is going to grab some wire cutters. Got him? Going to let Hudson have the pliers. Hudson's got some wire cutters, and what we are going to do is we are going to cut the wire into a bracelet length. So go ahead. And you'll notice I'm holding the wire, and I gave him the pliers. I want to empower kids, especially if you're doing them, to do this themselves. They are more capable than you think they are. Don't cut everybody's wire for them unless you have really little kids. But Hudson, how old are you?
Almost 8.
Almost 8. Okay, so he's good to go. So
and
Hudson,
5 days after Christmas.
5 days after Christmas, turning 8. Okay, so go ahead and cut this wire here, Hudson. Yep. All right, so here, look, we need to watch what we're doing. We're in too big of a section of the pliers, so go ahead and cut now, okay? We want to keep it towards the front. There we go. There we go. Nice little click. Okay, so then we want to put our container back on. And what you're going to do now is let your person that's designing with you put the charms and the clasp and everything to the end. And now you're going to allow them to open up everything, use the wire cutters, spread things into piles, and get a design. So Hudson just cut the end off, and we're going to pile up. And it flew. Did it fly across the room?
Yeah.
It shot across the room. Okay. Hudson used the wire cutters. You can also use scissors, and he got all of his ovals out. And then we are going to, and you can always lay more out, so again, kind of keep it simple. You don't need to dump out all your materials. Now what Hudson's going to do is figure out the design that he wants. Do not overpower the child that you're working with and try to make them have an exact pattern that they want. Let them do what they want. So, Hudson, we're going to lay out a bracelet. We could do it on a bead board, but we're also going to lay it out here. So kind of lay out a pattern. So this is a good, you can kind of talk about AB patterns and ABC patterns and all kinds of different patterns. So go ahead and pick some beads, lay them out in a pattern that you want, and then the next thing we're going to do is actually string the bracelet. So that's looking cool. Very cool. So do you want to keep it the same and kind of patterned all the way through? You thinking that same idea? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So he's going to lay out a bunch of the designs. You want to make sure that you have a little bit of measurement so we know what Miss Allie's wrist is. We're going to measure it on mine here. And what we're going to do is create the pattern, make it a little bit longer, and then Hudson is going to take the wire and string it on. Now you can use a bead stopper, or since he's using a consistent pattern, here's a little trick here to open the package if they have the tape on. We are going to actually crimp and put on one side of our clasp right away. So Hudson, grab one of these little tiny beads here, one of those little tiny crimp tubes. Right there. Little tiny beads. Go ahead, and I'm going to let you hold the string because it's going to be way easier for you to do. So you hold the string. Put that little tiny tube on there. Good job. You can do it. I'm going to hold it so it doesn't fall off the end. Put on one side of that clasp. So one side of that toggle, either the loop or the bar. So go ahead and just put one of the loops in here. So see how that toggle bar has a loop at the back? So behind the flower, there's a little loop. Yep. Turn around. Turn it around. Turn it around. There you go. See that loop? Put that loop onto the wire. All right. Drop that down next to that little crimp tube. And now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this wire over and we're going to go and put it back through the tube. Yep, here you go. You can do it. Go ahead and put it back through the tube. And you'll notice I let him do all the holding because it's way easier for children to manipulate the wire themselves than to try to kind of poke it around if you're holding. Think about you trying to, you know, poke a little wire through a Cheerio if your child's holding it. All right, now we're going to push that up. And here I'm empowering him again. Grab your pliers. We have some bent needle nose pliers, and notice how I'm holding it. I'm going to hold it so both wires are straight next to one another. He is going to flatten out that crimp tube. I'm going to put it in there for him, and he's going to squash it. Use your muscles. Come on, buddy. You've been lifting. Have you been lifting weights? Squash it, squash it. And you always want to double check when the kids squash. There you go. Good job. You want to flat as a pancake. And when the kids are squashing and getting the crimp tube down, you want to do one more check for them, making sure that is down. Now what we're going to do is continue our pattern. He's going to string it up, and then I'll show you how we're going to get and do the other end of the pattern as well. And as the child's beading, you can, again, really let them take their time, work on it. He's holding the very, very end of the wire, putting the beads on, which can be a little bit challenging, but you know, it's a fun dexterity craft, and you can hold it, pick that wire up, and try to put, if you need to change locations and the way that you're doing it. He's using it like a needle now. There you go, you got it. Drop that down, and you're continuing on with your pattern. Look at that, you're ready to be a seed beater. You got needle and thread in your mind. You're picking up with the wire rather than putting it on. All right, so Hudson has done a great job with his pattern. He put the charms on an area here where they can hang down and look cute, but they're not also going to get in the way of the clasp. So we started out with that little crimp tube. Now we're going to end with it. So again, Hudson, that little tube goes on. So let's put this little tube on. And this is a lot of concentration for Hudson. He's doing a great job. Some kids it comes more naturally to. Other kids, this is a great trial for them. And remember that boys and girls alike like to make jewelry too. Okay. And what do we have to do now with this wire? Do you remember? What do we have to do with that?
Go back in.
Is this the first time you used crimp beads? I can't remember. Have you done this before?
Is what?
This jewelry making. Have you done this before?
No.
No? Just stretchy string so far? Okay. All right. And I'm trying to move my hands out of the way so Hudson can grab that. Go ahead, you can pull it right out. If you can put it back through that, that's great. Push it down in there. And again, Hudson is 8, and these are the skills that you can think that most 8-year-olds, especially that haven't done the craft, are almost 8, going to be able to do. So that dexterity does come. It is a helpful tool for them to do it. It does help in learning, creating that pattern. And also, it creates another little grouping of crafters here. Now look at the bottom here, Hudson. See how it's poking out? Go ahead and give it a pull. Pull that cord. Good job. Now what I'm going to help you do is we're going to shift that crimp bead down just a little bit. And now we're going to pull that end. So go ahead and pull that end for me. If you need to, you can do it with the pliers. Oh, no, you're strong. You got it. All right, now the last thing we need to do to finish up your bracelet, you are almost done, is you get to do the pliers, the crimpers again. And again, I'm holding it for him. I'm going to hold, so we're not worried about that yet. We'll cut that off. We're going to squash that as flat as a pancake. Use your muscles. Oh, good job. Now flip over. He had to get up and relocate. Good job. Oh, your head's in the camera. Oh, muscles. All right, well, let me check it for you. That was awesome, buddy. Oh, head out of the camera. All right. And then the last thing we're going to do, I'm going to let you cut. So there's this flat side. You're going to, ready? Grab the flat side. And you're going to cut off this extra wire. Oh, go ahead and pick up those pliers you just dropped. And we're going to cut this off. And I think Miss Allie is going to like it. Part of the fun of the gift giving or making jewelry is honestly making it to give. So, yep, that flat side goes as close as you can to the tube. As close as you can to the tube. There you go. All right. You want to tuck that wire end kind of down so it's not going to poke. Here is your finished bracelet, Hudson, from Miss Allie. I think she's gonna love it. And what's the last finishing touch that you grabbed? What's the last finishing touch that you grabbed to put it in? Remember, it's right over there. What are we gonna do for Miss Allie? We're gonna what?
Put it in the bag.
Put it in a little gift bag. So it's fun to have that craft there of making jewelry, getting ready to give it for the holidays, but really, again, expanding that craft with kids, having it ready to go, and creating a fun little present. Was that fun? Yeah, it was fun. It was better than you thought it was going to be. He said, I don't want to do this, but it was more fun than you thought, right? Thanks, everybody, for joining us, and from us here at Potomac Beads. Enjoy passing that craft on. Happy holidays, and hopefully, again, give them the tools, give them the resources, let them do the work themselves. I can't stress that enough, and it will be a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable. Say bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.